computer viruses and security. Computer virus. A computer virus is totally different from the viruses that make us ill. A virus is a computer program that attacks a computer and is written by virus programmers. Virus stands for Vital Information Resources Under Siege. A virus can copy itself, attach itself to other applications or files, and infect a computer. Most of the viruses stay active in a computer's memory until the computer is turned off. Impact of virus. A virus can affect a computer in the following ways. It fills up the disk space of a computer by copying itself endless times. It can modify or corrupt important files. A virus can infect data files stored in a computer. It can infect the executable program files like Microsoft Word and operating system programs. A virus cannot do the following things. A virus cannot infect computer hardware like keyboard and monitor. It cannot infect files which are written on a protected disk like CD-ROM. Entry of virus into a computer. Some ways in which your computer can get infected by a virus are as follows. By using infected CD or pen drive, through email attachments, through files downloaded from the internet, starting an infected application as it infects other running applications. Types of computer virus. There are many types of viruses. Let's learn about some of them. Boot sector viruses. A disk or hard drive consists of smaller sections known as sectors. The first sector is known as the boot sector. The boot sector is the area of a hard disk that stores valuable information. Boot sector virus damages the boot sector of the hard disk or floppy disk. It gets activated at the time of booting. Stone virus is an example. Trojan horse. Trojan horse is a coded program that masks the existence of a virus or malware by making it appear friendly. It steals information from the computer. Trojan horse can appear as a game, a mobile application, or other forms. Backdoor and exploit are some examples. Program file virus. A program file virus infects the program or executable files like the ones with an extension .com, .exe, .sys, and so on. It replicates itself and infects the files. It either causes a permanent damage to the files or makes the files unreadable. Sunday is an example. Worm. A worm is a malicious program that duplicates itself. It creates a copy of itself and fills up the disk space with these copies. It slows down the system. Michelangelo and MS Blast are some examples. Polymorphic virus. A polymorphic virus appears in different forms. It infects a file and changes its binary pattern to avoid detection by an antivirus program. Elkern and Marburg are some examples. Network virus. A network virus enters the system through a network. It generally multiplies through shared resources and spreads through a local area network and sometimes through the internet. It infects one computer in a network, then moves on to the next, and the cycle continues. SQL scanner is an example. Directory virus. A directory virus is designed to change the location of the infected file. Therefore, when you execute it, you will never know that you have run a virus. DIR2 is an example. Cybercrime. Internet can be used as a means to perform illegal activities like harassing others, stealing email ID or passwords, and stealing credit card information. Let's learn about them in detail. Email spoofing. In email spoofing, the receiver is fooled by making him or her believe that a message received is from a trusted source. When the user opens the message and clicks on the link, the virus enters the computer. Phishing. In phishing, the receiver is fooled by making him or her believe that the message is received from a trusted source. The receiver is asked to visit a website where he or she is asked to update his or her personal details like username, password, and banking details. Using this information, the user's identity is stolen to commit crimes. Hacking. Hacking refers to an illegal entry into a computer system or a network to steal information like sensitive information and credit card information for personal monetary gains. Cyberbullying. In cyberbullying, the user is harassed by sending him or her insulting remarks, threatening messages by email or through social networking sites, and by posting his or her embarrassing photos and videos. Computer security. Computer security refers to the protection of computer-based hardware and software resources against unauthorized use or natural disaster. The purpose behind securing our computer is to prevent the following: piracy of information, damage to hardware or information, unauthorized modification of information, illegal access to information and resources, authentication and its types. One of the ways to prevent damage or misuse of data, software or hardware of a computer is to restrict unauthorized access to it. Let's look at an example from our day-to-day life to see how this is done. Advik's mother wants to go to a local grocery. Can she leave the door open when she goes out? What if somebody enters and robs the house? To prevent such a situation, she locks it to restrict the entry of any outsider. The door can now be opened only by family members who have the house keys. In the same way, there is a process of verifying a user's identity and his right to access a system. It is known as authentication. Password protection, biometric authentication, and encryption are some common ways of authentication. Password protection. Password protection is the most common method of authentication. In this method, all authentic users are given usernames and passwords. A password is usually a series of alphanumeric characters. The users use their unique combination of username and password to log in. This is known as logging in. Once they have finished their work, they can exit the system by logging out. Password protection is used as an authentication mechanism to gain access to personal computers, electronic mailboxes, online banking services, and a wide variety of other systems. For security reasons, it is advisable to change one's password from time to time. Biometric authentication. In biometric authentication, a person is verified by means of his or her unique biological or physical characteristics. The most common authentication methods are listed below. Fingerprint recognition. Here, a user's fingerprint is used to identify and authenticate him or her. A fingerprint sensor is used to create as well as capture the digital image of a fingerprint. This image is compared to the stored image of a verified fingerprint, and if both these prints match, access is granted. Voice recognition. Here, a user's voice can be used to identify and authenticate him or her. Just like fingerprints, a user's voice can also be captured. Face recognition. The analysis of facial features is done by scanning a person's face. It helps to authenticate an individual's identity. Iris recognition. Iris identification is done by scanning the iris of the eye. Iris recognition is one of the best ways of authentication in high-risk situations. Encryption. Encryption is the process of converting information into a form that is not readable by anyone. Encryption is done at the sender's machine. Decryption is the process of converting encrypted information back into readable form. Decryption is done at the receiver's machine. Example: AXYZE ITBCDEO. Hello message. Encryption is a common technique used to protect data from misuse. Data can be encrypted when stored or when being transferred over a network from one computer to another. Internet banking is an area where encryption is widely used. In internet banking, sensitive information like passwords and information about bank balances are sent across the internet. The data is encrypted at the point of origin and decrypted only at the destination computer. So, even if someone gets access to it, he or she will not be able to understand it. Antivirus. Antivirus programs check the files on your computer to detect the viruses and also remove them. Functions of an antivirus. It scans the computer files to look for known viruses. It scans incoming emails which might contain virus in the attachment. Some popular antivirus software are Norton, Kaspersky, AVG, McAfee, and QuickHeal. Antivirus software performs two types of scans. One, full system scans. Here the antivirus software scans the entire system. This is generally done if the antivirus software is installed for the first time or it has been updated. 2. Custom scan. Here the software scans the system as per the requirements. Actions taken by antivirus. Actions taken by the antivirus are as follows. Repair. In this case, an antivirus does not delete the infected file, but simply removes the virus from it. Delete. In this case, the infected files are deleted along with the virus. This is done when the virus cannot be separated from the data file. Firewalls. Firewalls can either be a software or hardware or a combination of both. It prevents unauthorized access to your system through the network or the internet. It follows a certain set of rules. Based on these rules, it controls the incoming and outgoing network traffic. Protecting your computer. Following points needs to be kept in mind to protect your computer from viruses. Always keep your antivirus program updated. Restrict access to your system. Be careful with the attachments that come with your emails. Read the emails received only from known sources. When you are inserting a CD or pen drive into your system, always scan it before opening. Do not download programs from non-reputed sources.